Hello everybody, I'm in the Stone Dolmen again. This is a little bit further away from the Stone Dolmen. This is the information boards they have. Again, on the board it says D49, the number, and Schoonoord. Schoonoord is about 10 miles away from the city center of Emmen in the Netherlands. And on the sign also they say, again, it was built 5,000 years ago by the people of the Hunebed culture. The only proof for that is that they found ceramic and arrowheads and other stone tools from the people of the Hunebed culture. But other than that, they don't have any proof it was used by a civilization before them. So they just go on that, and to me that is not really a good proof. It is only the proof that the people of the Hunebed culture used it as the last civilization in that area. So I did some more research. I found this old line drawing by Mr. Van Giffen that he did in the 20s during excavation of this site. What you can see that this stone dolmen is not aligned north to south or east to west. And some of those stone dolmens can be a couple of degrees off, but this is more than 60 degrees off from being north to south. So that is interesting. Other than that, the entrance is missing in this stone dolmen. And also the stone circle around it is missing. A couple of stones are there, but most of it is missing. This is the picture, an old one from an archive. That is the oldest to my knowledge. And you can see it's in ruins. This is a little bit later picture, when they used this land of making a forest for the wood industry. And it was in very poor state, as you can see. In this picture, you can see that they are trying to repair it as good as possible. That's what they did, to my knowledge, as first. They tried to repair it as good as possible, and there was another stone dolmen nearby that was even more in ruins, and they actually used those stones to repair this one. So a lot of stones are not original or from another stone dolmen. And what they did later on is this, and it's a little bit aggravating to me, is they actually put soil on top of it, made an entrance door to it, and then they started to sell that this was a burial ground. Even none of these stone dolmens they ever found any human remains. So there's no evidence that it was a burial site, but something else. You can see in the distance the stone dolmen. And to the left over here, there's an old sign that was put there in the 80s. It says D49 Papeloze Kerk. A kerk is the Dutch word for church. So it's interesting that a church is built close to an ancient site again. Like we can see with also other ancient sites, there's always a church nearby, built later, and or even on top in some cases. Yeah, on the right in this view, you can see that mound, they put on soil on top, but actually there are rubber mats underneath to keep the soil on top. So yeah, it doesn't even want to be on top, or they didn't even know how back in the day they put it on top. So yeah, it's fabricated to make it seem to look like a burial ground. Also, you can see here straight lines in this stone. I don't know if this is an original stone or it was just a fabricated stone, or wherever they took it from. Probably old, but I don't know. Because this construction, actually they put two old stone dolmens that were in ruins together to construct this one, and even got other stones from other places to add to it. So the stone circle, the outside circle, was added later. Maybe some of those stones are original, because in the old pictures it's buried a little bit, this construction, so you don't know if there were stones just under the soil. This construction has been tampered so much with that you don't know what is original or not anymore. You can see these two stones have a break, like they broke something off, like they often did back in the day. And they broke pieces of this construction to build other constructions or walls or foundations. You can see here, this is the entrance. I will try to show it from every angle as much as I can. And here you can see this covered up mound on this side. And yeah, they want to sell it as a burial ground. And they still state that these stone dolmens in the Netherlands and Germany were burial grounds, even though they never found any human remains under it. They did find ceramic, arrowheads, other stone tools, but never ever any human remains. So to me it doesn't make any sense that this was a burial ground. due to the fact what they found was ceramic, a lot of it, and some arrowheads and stone tools, it makes way more sense that it was a giant oven to bake your ceramic in, to shape your arrowheads and stone tools, and also to cook your meat in and vegetables. It makes way more sense, and it's also something that you need way more than a burial ground. An oven is way more important for the people. And you can see here sticking out these rubber mats to keep the soil on top. They can't even duplicate what it was original like with the soil on top. I've never seen any proof that there was ever soil on top like this. And this is the entrance. I will take out my compass and put it on there to see if it has any magnetic properties. And what I saw right away is that this entrance is out of sync to other stone dolmens. Normally it should be aligned almost perfectly north to south or east to west. You can see it's not aligned with north to south or east to west. It's way off. Walked around it also and put it on his entrance because they state often that the entrance could be magnetic. But I don't detect any magnetic properties to this. But yeah, it's already not part of the original construction, so therefore it probably doesn't have the magnetic properties that some of them may have. At least some investigators said they found some magnetic properties, even though I never found any. And you can see that the entrance is out of line to what it should be. What is also interesting that you can see some smaller stones fitted in between. That is also different from any other construction. Normally you don't see those small stones between the bigger stones. That's not original as far as I know. Also, the information that I found when they did the dig up of those two stone domes they combined, there were not small stones between the bigger ones like that, those really small ones. And you can see those rubber mats. It's so fake to me, and I found it actually sad that they try to push the narrative no matter what to make it seem to look like a burial ground, even though it isn't. There's no proof for it. There's more proof for it to me that it was an oven. And yeah, I just tried to get you a view from this construction from all sides. I don't know what is original about it, I will be fair to you. I don't know what is fake on it, what they added later. It's hard to tell. You have some drawings that contradict each other, so it's hard to figure out what is original in this construction anymore. But I want to show you it anyway. What I will do now is actually go under the construction to see what we can see about the fenced off part of this construction, because they put a fence down over the part that was covered up to put like duplicates of ceramic and other things they found their duplicates of, to actually sell this as a museum back in the day. Because they constructed this or reconstructed this in the 50s for people to actually visit and pay a small fee, entrance fee. And it was like a small museum. And behind that gate, they have the duplicates put there to show the people that, yeah, it was a burial ground. Because they always want to sell it as a burial ground. So even back in the 50s, they tried to push that narrative over and over again. So thank you for watching and see you next time.